The cricket is back after a short break for Christmas. It's the Boxing Day Test in Melbourne, a big event in Australia's cricket calendar. Anand, do we have an idea of what the Indian lineup will look like yet?
Well, the good news for the Indian team is that Bhuvneshwar Kumar has recovered from that ankle injury and should be eligible for selection. Mahendra Singh Dhoni made it clear that in terms of all-round fitness, Bhuvneshwar has done quite well, although we did see that his ankle was strapped even yesterday when he bowled in the nets. What Dhoni was a bit concerned though was about whether Bhuvneshwar had enough match fitness, enough overs under the belt, so they may still be tempted to go into this test match with the same bowling lineup. As for the batting, there have been speculation galore. M. Vijay didn't bat very much in the nets on the day before the test match, and KL Rahul was seen having a long hit. He spoke to Ravi Shastri, he spoke to Duncan Fletcher, and Rahul then even did a short stint with Virat Kohli giving him throwdowns and watching that. So there's been naturally some speculation that Rahul could come into the side in place of Vijay, but Mahendra Singh Dhoni, as always, not revealing anything about what the team composition will be.
Right, Anand. India haven't won a test at the MCG in 33 years, but could this be their best shot? Australia too are having their own concerns. Some players who aren't performing, inexperienced players who are coming into this game, a new captain. So, do India have something to look forward to?
Yeah, it's an interesting suggestion that this could be India's best chance to win at the MCG, though they haven't won in this venue in 33 years. But if you remember, we were saying pretty much the same thing before the test match at the Gabba. And though India did get themselves into some very good positions there, they ended up losing the game inside 4 days. So this team has tried to play very aggressive attacking cricket. And this Australian team is not the dominant force that it once used to be when you had the likes of Steve Waugh and Ricky Ponting and Justin Langer, Matthew Hayden, those sort of guys in the team. This lineup doesn't inspire the same kind of fear in the opposition. This lineup doesn't really intimidate the opposition in the same manner. So India will always go into test matches in this series thinking they have a good chance of coming out at the end of the right result. But as we've seen in the first 2 tests, that's much easier said than done.
Anand, another talking point has been this alleged spat between Kohli and Dhawan at the Brisbane Test. Dhoni even came out today and absolutely rubbished all reports of that. What can you tell us about it?
Yes, a big talking point in Mahendra Singh Dhoni's press conference ahead of this test match was the report talking about a row between Virat Kohli and Shikhar Dhawan. Essentially what the report said was that both batsmen were hit in the nets, practice nets, just before the 4th day's play, and Dhawan was hurting and couldn't go out to bat first thing in the morning, so Virat Kohli had to be pressed into service early. Kohli was perhaps not completely ready, and the two had an argument in the dressing room and had to be separated by Ravi Shastri. Dhoni categorically denies that any such thing happened, but even if it did happen, I'm not sure it's as major an issue as it seems to us at the moment. Every dressing room has different characters, and there have been spats in the past. Players taking on each other, players who know each other well, being open and free enough to challenge others in the dressing room is not an uncommon thing. And yesterday, during the net session, both Kohli and Dhawan were batting next to each other. They were chatting for a long time. They seemed very friendly. They walked off together, in fact, with smiles on their faces. So if there was an altercation, it seems that it's been put behind this team.
Thank you, Anand. Anand Vasu there from Melbourne, where India will take on Australia in the 3rd test tomorrow. We'll be joining Anand again tomorrow for all the action from day 1.